Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pre-match build-up show. I usually do a preview, to be honest. I usually do a full preview, and I have probably called this the preview if I remember rightly. So it is kind of a preview, but it's so close to the start of the game that realistically it, it's basically a build-up show. Let's be honest. It's basically for the build-up. It's not really for a preview. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That's all. You know, that's all in the past. We can look forward to actually talking about the game for a bit. And as I said, I won't be live for that long. I've got some stuff going on right now and some assessments and stuff. So that's why I won't be streaming as much or as frequently as I usually do. But if anyone does join, that's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Make sure you share your thoughts in the live chat. We've got Owen and we've got Graham in here. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. He was good yesterday. There you go. That's his mention. Graham, thanks for joining, Graham. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing well as well. He says predictions for Arsenal and Villarreal. To be honest with you, I think Arsenal are going to go out. I mean, I think that away goal is a massive goal. Don't get me wrong. They only need to win 1-0 on the night. But I'm telling you, I think some people are sleeping on Unai Emery's Villarreal. Unai Emery has won this tournament 3 times in a row. Not 3 times in a row. But he won it 3 times with Sevilla. And he has got pedigree in this tournament. Make no mistake about that. He's got mad pedigree in this tournament. So for me, you can't write Villarreal off. I really struggle to see how you can write them off. I know that Arsenal on paper probably are the better side, but in terms of a team, in terms of a better team, I think Villarreal right now are the better collective team. I think Arsenal have got better individuals, but as a team, I think Villarreal are better. So that's my thoughts on that. But it's going to be very interesting to see who goes through on that one. So we'll see. But obviously, we're looking like we're very likely to go through to the final. A 4-goal lead coming into the game in the Stadio Olimpico tonight. The thing is, obviously, everyone's saying this tie's over, and I think it is pretty much over. I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, the tie's pretty much over. But there's always that kind of 1% of me that kind of feels like you never know. You never know what could happen. Roma could easily score 2 quick goals, and all of a sudden they only need 2. And looking at the game, obviously in the first leg, it's not likely that's going to happen. But in these sort of European clashes, you just never know. You never know, and we've got to play to win. I think the last thing we need to be doing is going there and shutting up shop, being really conservative. And we'll see in about half an hour when the lineups come out how Ollie's gone. But I think that we need to go there to win. We need to go there to impose ourselves. And I think we should already be through anyway. We should be through anyway, but we shouldn't go there to be defensive. I think that's the mistake you make. If we go there to be defensive and just let them come at us and let them attack us, or let them attack us, then we're going to have problems. I'm telling you, we're going to have problems. Apparently Unai Emery's never lost a Europa League knockout fixture ever, says Owen. Well, that's a mad stat, to be fair. But as I said, Unai Emery knows how to win this competition, and in some ways that stat doesn't even surprise me. It doesn't even surprise me. Owen also says, apparently Ronaldo is starting for United. Brilliant. Fantastic. Matthew, thanks for joining as well. Appreciate it. If Ollie doesn't rest players and we lose versus Leicester/Liverpool or get injuries, he only has himself to blame. I agree. I think we need to rest players. I think, Ollie's the type of manager that starts a strong team and then takes them off gradually. And I know a lot of United fans, as you pointed out, will be annoyed if we start a strong team and we get through the game, but we take on a few injuries as well. I think it's probably better to start a half and half team. I don't think we need to be really, really rotated, or we don't need to play loads of rotated players, but at the same time they do need to get an opportunity. Van der Beek, for me, if he doesn't play in this game, Van der Beek, I don't see when he's going to play. I don't see when he's going to get that next opportunity. This is the best opportunity for him to get minutes in a high level Europa League tie. As well, Amad Diallo, obviously he scored that goal against AC Milan. I want to see him in the starting lineup as well. I doubt we're going to see it, but I'd love to see Amad Diallo in that starting 11. So we'll see. I'm not sure when the lineups come out. I'm not sure if it's like an hour and 15 minutes, because I think it's an hour and it's an hour before the game they come out. So we'll obviously see. I might not be live at that point. I might finish live. As I said, I'm not going to be live for that long in the next kind of couple of weeks, because I've got a lot of assessments as we wind down towards the end of the year. K-Si, thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it as well. Says we're going to lose 4-0. Cheers for the confidence there, K-Si. I'm loving that confidence from you, mate. Loving that confidence. But yeah, I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about that. I'm going to be honest. If that happens, then it's done. It's done anyway. Like I don't think I'll watch the rest of the season. Honestly, like what is the point if that happens? Owen says we all know we'll play our strongest team for 60 minutes and take people off. I agree. To be honest, I agree with that. He also said Diallo and Van der Beek have no chance of starting. You mad? Do you know who our manager is? Safe Sid. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, listen. I'm just saying that. Realistically, we should be looking to start those guys. We should be looking to start the likes of Diallo, Van der Beek, Tellez as well. I think Luke Shaw probably doesn't need to start. Like, we can rest players in this game. We can. I mean, if we lose 4-0, then it's an absolute calamity. I've forgotten that commentator that said that, but it's an absolute calamity. Apparently they come out in 10 minutes. I might be live then. There you go. That'll be a bit of an exclusive. A Red Dot Weekly exclusive for you if I'm live for those lineups. Yeah, we can talk about Rashford. No problem, and how he's the GOAT. I'm not sure if he's the GOAT, but he's a hell of a player. Graham says we're playing away, and we all know our record away from home. Well, exactly. This is what makes me confident, really. I mean, obviously, we're going into this game with a 4-goal lead anyway, so even if our record away from home is terrible, you still back us to go through. But, yeah, 4-0 away from home. It should be done and dusted. I think it is done and dusted. I think it is. But, there's always that potential for an upset. There's always that potential for a shock. I mean, when Barcelona went to Stadio Olimpico a few years ago with a 5-2 lead, I don't think they expected to be going out. That's all I'm saying. I don't think they expected to be going out of the Champions League. So, mad things can happen. Mad things can happen. Owen says, hey Kieran, wishes we lose for... I'm going to take that off the screen right now. Dazza, thanks for joining, appreciate it. Make sure to check out Dazza's channel as well. Great stuff over there. It says, moaning mate, I'm live from 7:15 for the game. Make sure you check him out. Make sure to check out Dazza's football stand. You can head over there at 7:15. I probably will be finished streaming by then. As I said, it's not going to be the longest stream in the world, this one. So make sure you check it out, 7:15. Make sure you go over there. And Naveen, hope you're doing well, Naveen. Thanks for joining. Always good to hear from you, mate. And Kesar here says, Kieran next tile, Roma and I ran. I'd tell you what, it'd be more than a rant. Would I even do a stream? I don't think I'd even be in the mood to do any sort of content after that, though. Like a 4-0 defeat, everything on... Oh, it'd just be terrible, mate. It would just be terrible. But anyway, let's talk about who... Well, there's not much to talk about, I'm going to be honest. I mean, obviously, the tie's not exactly, well poised or anything. It's well in our favour. The main talking point is really what he's going to pick in the lineup. And obviously, we're going to see that in the coming minutes. But... It should be a foregone conclusion. I mean, the biggest thing I took away from that game is that Roma can't defend. They're shocking defensively. I mean, the goal we scored, we opened them up in the first 5 minutes. A brilliant goal from Bruno Fernandes. The interplay with Pogba, Cavani. We can open them up, and the fact we opened them up 6 times in just one leg of football suggests that even if we do go a few goals down, we've got the players to rip them apart. And I don't see them magically getting ridiculously good defensively overnight. I mean, it could happen. They could put in a Warriors performance, but I just don't see it. And the fact that we have to concede 4 as well, I mean, I think the only time this season we conceded 4, or more than 4, was that Spurs game at the start of the season, and the players weren't ready. The players were not ready. And also we had a man sent off in that game as well, which didn't help. So, we haven't regularly conceded 4 goals. In fact, I think the most amount of goals we've conceded recently is like 3. I think we conceded 3 to Leicester. So we've got it in us to potentially collapse defensively, but we're very... It's unlikely in my opinion. Owen says, I've got my Koppberg ready for the end of the game to celebrate making European final. You've got to drink it in when these nights come about. You don't know when we'll next get here. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we don't have to go through the Europa League. Hopefully this is a one-off thing. Hopefully we stay in the Champions League, But, obviously winning any sort of silverware, especially with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, listen, that's the biggest thing. Obviously we're probably going to get Champions League regardless, whether we get it through top 4 or whether we, win the Europa League. But I want to see Solskjaer lift the trophy so badly. Honestly, I want to see him lift that trophy. Naveen, 100%. Roma wasn't built in a day. It wasn't built in a day, mate. It really wasn't. I will put the link in. And Dazza says, Felix Brick is the ref today. God help us tonight. I mean, really, as I said, if we go out of this semi-final, if we go out, we can't be blaming the referee. I mean, if you lose 4-0, you can't be blaming the referee. I'm sorry. You just can't. Kesar says, Roma going to win this game if we start with the reserves. Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, like, even though Roma did win that first half 2-1, I thought we weren't that bad in that first half. I just thought we were really wasteful with our chances, and Roma themselves were clinical when they got their 2 chances. The penalty kind of gave them that momentum, and the penalty was dodgy in itself. So they just got that momentum from somewhere. But I'll put the link in. And if you guys want to join in, we'll have a bit of discussion. Like I said, I'm not going to be live for a huge amount of time. This is why it's almost like a bit of a pre-match build-up show rather than a preview. Usually I do more of a preview, but this is only going to be for 20 minutes, half an hour. So we're already 10 minutes in. So as I said, I've got the link in. You guys can come in and have your say and get your voice heard on the channel. Naveen says he's desperate to see Van der Beek starting. Yeah, I hope so, mate. As I said, if he doesn't get this opportunity in this game, when is he going to get the opportunity? If he doesn't get this opportunity, where is he going to get it? That's my worry. I still think that Van der Beek will get his opportunity. He will, but I just think it's hard to see where he gets it from. If he doesn't, I know next season I think he'll play more of a role. And to be honest with you, I think that Van der Beek was brought in as a bit of a Pogba replacement, but Pogba's obviously still here and he's playing very well. Credit to him. So I think unfortunately with Van der Beek, it has been that it has coincided with the fact that he hasn't got any minutes. Although to be fair, even when Pogba was injured, Van der Beek didn't really get many minutes. But we'll add Dazza into the conversation. Always good to have Dazza on. I'll read a few of the comments. Kesar here says, then after we get knocked out, Kieran's title the day after Solskjaer sacked. Oh mate, I tell you what. And Owen says, I prefer image results for referee Man United vs Real Madrid 2013. Well, obviously we've got Owen and Dazza both on, so we'll talk about that now. We'll come to you first, Daz. Obviously going into this game, as I always say, you're the type of person that never underestimates any side and say we can't underestimate any side. But do you see Roma having any hope of making a comeback in this one?
It depends. They seem to play better at home than they do away from home. That's always been the case. Especially in European competitions. They did well against Ajax at home in the last game. Yeah, they probably had an advantage going into the second leg, but this time the 4 goals behind, and the only time they've ever come back whilst conceding more than 4 goals in the first leg was when they beat Barcelona 4-4 in Aggregate. It was away goals. I don't see them getting 4 goals whatsoever. I think they'll be lucky to even get 1. I always say, you make a point. I always say never underestimate teams, but when you're 4 goals ahead on aggregate, we should steamroll them. We should just steamroll them in aggregate now. Just finish the game off. Just play the 90 minutes. I don't give it a boring 0-0 as long as you don't lose 4-0.
Well, the team's out.
We'll be through to the final. The team's out.
Yeah, the team's out.
Well, here we go.
Davide De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, Shaw, Pogba, Fred, Bruno, Donny van der Beek, Cavani and Greenwood.
Yes!
That's a pretty attacking 11, but yeah, the big news, Donny van der Beek's starting. I didn't think that was going to happen. I really didn't.
So we're playing a full-strength 11 when we're 4-0 up.
Well, we ain't.
Where have you found this out? Because I'm looking on...
Can I just say, if one of Pogba or Bruno Fernandes or Cavani gets injured, I think I might cry tonight. I genuinely might cry tonight.
Well, I mean, we all knew that Ole was going to be strong from the start. He always is, even in games where really we don't need to play.
And the funniest thing, Phil Foden would probably be the best player in that team.
Yeah, I've seen Naveen's already celebrating. Donny starts, he says. It's a massive W for those who want Donny to start.
Do you see Arsenal's team, by the way?
No, I haven't seen Arsenal's team.
Perhaps the biggest surprise is Aubameyang starts for Arsenal.
All right, well, there you go. Matthew says, so Cavani's old and injury-prone, and we have 4 games in 7 days, and he plays. What is going on?
Where have you found the lineup on? Because the lineup's not out on anything here.
Oh, it's on. No, it's Man United's Twitter just now, 14 seconds ago.
So this is where we find out Owen just made that up on the spot.
No, I didn't. Man United Twitter.
That's as reliable as my backside, mate. Now it's come out. Right, it's come out now.
Go on, Dad. You read the proper lineup then.
What?
Bailly does actually start.
Eric Bailly starting. That's a big one as well.
Same formation again by the looks of it. Donny van de Beek's playing as a holding midfielder alongside Fred, and Pogba remains at, I believe he's playing left mid.
Yeah, probably left.
So that's what it looks like. Barry's back into the team as well, which is good. De Gea is in goal. It's the same 4-2-3-1 garbage. Wan-Bissaka, at least we haven't got Flop and Fridge in defence for once. Flop's been dropped to the bench.
They're playing Xhaka in a back three.
Maguire in defence with Shaw. Van der Beek with Fred, Greenwood, Fernandes, Pogba, and up front Edinson Cavani. So let's have another 10 out of 10 performance.
Arsenal are cooked, by the way.
Grant is on the bench. Grant's on the bench.
Yeah.
Wilson's on the bench. Linda Flop's on the bench. Tellers is
Graham,
on the bench.
Graham's loving the team.
JB. Brandon Williams has been rumoured to. He's been rumoured with a move to Norwich, actually. I believe it or not. Diallo
might be a good move for him.
Mata, McTominay, Langer, and Rashford. Surprised Rashford doesn't start.
Oh yeah, Rashford obviously not in the team. That's a big one.
Langer, no Martial.
So no Martial. I think he was back in training, to be fair, but he's probably
is
not.
Is Amad Diallo on the bench?
I'm not bothered.
Brilliant from Matthew there. Brilliant, supporting our players right to the end there. Bit of right to the end, old Matthew.
Naveen says last year in second leg with Sevilla we started with Fred, Bruno, and Pogba, but doesn't mean. What does it not mean?
Arsenal tonight are playing Granit Xhaka in a back three.
It could work. a bit of fun.
They're playing Xhaka, Mari, and Rob Holding.
I agree, Graham. I agree. Graham said it's good. He's resting Rashi. He needs a rest. He needs a rest. I mean, he's been playing on one leg for the last kind of month. Yeah, he definitely needs a rest. So you can't get a Solskjaer for not resting players. Rashford's on the bench.
Wait, can we ask Matt? You know, Matthew put in a comment about Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
Do you think that Do you think that Henderson not playing in this game sort of means that he's definitely number one? Because he'll play in the final probably.
Interesting. I'm not sure. I don't think he will play in the final. Yeah, I agree, Dads. I agree.
Ignore the background.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I like the background. It's homely.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's good to have you on. Oh yeah. No, that's fine.
This is where I am on the stream. I've got all my setups sorted.
Naveen makes a very good point.
No, he's not.
Naveen makes a very good point. Pogba is on a yellow card.
Well, they're not loads of our players are on a yellow card then, because like we got a few yellow cards last leg.
Well, that is an interesting dynamic though. If that is true, I'm not 100% sure if it is. But
because I saw both Chelsea and Real Madrid. Right, some of their players got yellow cards in the first leg, didn't they? None of the two lineups they put out yesterday were on any yellow cards.
Well, I don't know. You have to bring that up with UEFA, but they've got a lot more on their plate right now.
Bring it up with your mate, Joel.
Have you heard?
It's not my mate.
So stupid that Aston Villa want to host the Champions League final.
Got to win the bloody thing first.
Yeah, well, there you go. Matthew knows. Matthew. I thought Matthew knows, sort of thing. He said, "I thought yellows were wiped at the start of the semis." I think you're right. I think Owen.
Yeah, no. That's what I said. That's literally what I said.
Queso says Owens. No, but I'm not sure. Were they wiped though? Were they wiped? Was it like this time they were wiped at the start? Was that a new rule or something?
I think they just get wiped before the final.
Queso again ripping into you, mate. He says Owen's next theory. Henderson's better than Prime Buffon. Why is it okay for people to slag me off on this channel? Why are you not banning him for that? I'm not banning him because he's a loyal viewer and everyone's got their opinion. Naveen says Owen and Kieran's voices are the same. Is Owen from the future? Trust me. No, I'm from the present. I'm from the present, mate. You're far from a present, mate. What does that comment mean? Right, keep getting your comments in. Keep getting your comments in, guys, on what you thought on the lineup. We've got Daz here. We've got Owen here for the next 10 minutes or so to discuss your thoughts. That was exciting, bringing a live lineup to the people, though. It's a big scoop. Yes, it's good. Yes, it felt like I was presenting Sky Sports News then, just like rolling it off. Exactly, yeah. Like Jim White going, and big news is Ronaldo starts. Oh, that was the worst impression. We deserve to lose 4-0 after that. Anyway, I'm trying to think of something else to talk about here. Phil Foden, the brains of Phil Foden. Queso says, Owen, I used to be on your side, but you spit pure nonsense sometimes.
But hang on.
Sometimes.
Oh, Daz has gone off.
I think he's muted.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so let's okay, I'm trying to think of
So,
something.
look, Queso, we all have opinions, don't we? I mean, obviously, you can think I spout nonsense, and I can agree with you. And it's like if you like what you're watching, subscribe. I don't come on here often, and maybe you're the one who's spouting pure nonsense.
Okay, well, on that note, actually, Graham's brought up a good point. Thoughts on Roma's team? We haven't actually talked about their team. Apparently, Pedro starts. Pedro starts for Roma. Yeah, Daz, read out who they've got.
So they have their reserve goalkeeper Antonio Morante in goal. Paul Lopez did pick up that injury in the first leg. Ibanez is in defence along with Chris Smalling. Karsdorp and Bruno Perez are the two fullbacks. Cristiantes alongside Mancini. No Veretout because he's out injured as well. We got the man who scored the penalty, the man named after a drink, Pellegrini, at centre attacker mid. We've got former Chelsea player Pedro at right wing, and he's going to be about as good as a wet fart. Hemit Mkhitaryan along with Edin Dzeko. It's a 4-2-3-1 as well for them by the looks of it.
So no Spinazzola, of course.
Yeah, he got injured last game.
No, he won't be spinning past us anyway. Yeah. He won't be spinning past us anyway.
Absolute class.
So do you think they're just going to... I want the opinions of everyone.
I've got more jokes lined up on the stream, so come and tune in.
Do you think that...
I've got more jokes lined up.
7:15 on Dazzle's Football Stand.
Do you think they're just going to start from kick-off and just start running at us? Just all 11 of them just start running at us and just having to... Because they have to attack us, don't they?
We'll be seeing a few yellow cards tonight.
Oh yeah, with Felix
so.
Brit.
I think so.
Felix Brit is the referee, and I describe him the worst referee in Germany. He's as good as Mike Dean.
He's the Mike Dean of Germany. He's the Deutschland Dean.
That's good, actually. Graham says no Veretout, of course, yeah. Did he play in the first leg, Veretout?
Yeah, he got injured as well. You know the 3 people that got injured in the first 30 minutes? Well. I think they're all out.
Oh, right.
I was reading somewhere that their goalkeeper, like they don't have their 2 first choice goalkeepers are both injured.
Naveen says Donny hat-trick incoming. No, I didn't actually. Yeah, what did he say?
Oh, say again. So I was talking about Felix.
What about Pedro being about as good as a wet fart? Wet fart.
Oh, brilliant. Let's see. So K-Side says, if we get knocked out, then I'm going to burn United shirts and kick off. I wouldn't do that.
There's no point doing that. You may as well go down to the protest on Sunday.
You're just wasting 60 odd quid.
Naveen says, if we dominate the first half, 4 goals at least minimum. I like that. But here's the thing. We're talking about what Roma could potentially do, but...
If Donny van der Beek scores tonight, I'll order a McDonald's.
Well, you're going to do that anyway. But anyway, Matthew says...
I thought you... Oh, no, you cannot.
Yeah. The ref last week was pretty dreadful too, so can't be much worse. Yeah, it's fair enough. Both penalties that were given. I mean, the one that we got given as well was an absolute scandal. But the one they got given again, it was shocking.
Do you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is, referee last week was from Spain. We've knocked out 2 Spanish clubs.
Oh, exactly. He's not. He wasn't happy, was he? He wasn't happy.
That's true. Graham says needs to be mindful of Alanis Morissette. Needs to be mindful of not getting any players banned through the final, and any idea who's on a yellow. Good question, Graham. On a yellow. As I said, I think we established that. I think Matthew said that no one's on a yellow because they all get wiped. So Pogba's not on a yellow card apparently. So
we're not having any Roy Keane or Paul Scholes thing here where it's a big tackle made, but they're out of the and they have to soldier on for the rest of the game.
In some ways, it's always like kind of like a kind of a story, isn't it? When it's
do you remember Branislav Ivanovic? Jeff Reeves told him like in the interview, like, "Oh, by the way, you can't play in the final," and he was absolutely distraught.
Mate, I felt bad for both parties there. Kesa said I didn't buy the shirt this season. Oh, well, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Don't buy next season, troops. Don't buy next season, troops.
I won't. I haven't actually bought a United
I
shirt.
am buying next season.
No.
Exactly. I don't, they
So
can stick
it
They
looks
can stick
awful
it.
anyway. Even if I was going to buy it, it looks terrible.
And Naveen says, for once, I can be like, finally, no McFred, no disrespect to them, but relieved by the lineup. Dazzle, what do you want to say?
Have you seen Ipswich's new mathematic kit? Because Ed Sheeran's a shirt sponsor.
Yeah.
It's all plus minus tech times and stuff. It looks like a maths problem waiting to be solved.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's a boy who, he's... What was it? I think he had a song, I was born of misfit, grew up in the town of Ipswich. So there you go, he's obviously a homeboy. They changed the rule because they didn't want people missing the final because of yellow cards. That's nice of them. And he also
if Pogba headbutts someone, then he's out of the final.
Yeah. So if you get sent off in the semi-final, you can miss the final. But yellow card you can't.
Yeah.
And
Roma's team is so attacking.
Roma got any of Mourinho's inputs, you reckon? Of course, yeah. Well, listen, Mourinho's obviously not manager. I'm going to be honest. When it was announced he was going to take over, for a split second I was thinking,
no.
Yeah, please no, we have to face Mourinho in a European semi-final. But, I mean, we had the 4 goals anyway. But I'm going to come to you guys.
With 3 defenders today.
Well, they're going for it, mate. But we should have space in behind. We should have that space in behind. But anyway, I'll come to you first, Owen. Cause, I'll come to you first with this. The prediction then. What's your prediction for tonight?
I mean, I said we were going to comfortably win 3-1, but looking at that Roma team, I might have to put the champagne on ice for a bit.
Team.
I'm very worried about going out tonight. I think.
Oh, so you changed it. You said what did you say? Didn't you say the lead? You said the Leeds game
Language,
was harder than the
Timothy?
Roma game.
Well, no, yeah. It's just I don't know. Honestly, I think we'll go through. My hands are just getting clammy just speaking to you right now. I think it's just the thought. It's running through my head. The sort of Roma have risen from their ruins sort of commentary. And Liverpool did it last season, the season before to Barcelona. They were 3-0 down. They won 4-0, and that was a team with Messi in it. So and we have a team with someone like David De Gea in goal. It's one of these things, isn't it, where tonight will be the night we win 3-1, I reckon. We'll win 3-1. And as I said, if Van der Beek scores, I'm getting a McDonald's tonight.
Well, good for you, my friend. Good for you. Naveen says 4 games in 7 days for United. Thoughts is an absolute sham, but what can you do,
They're against us, like he said. They're against us. They want us to lose. They want to see us lose. But since he said that, we've only lost like 3 times. Since he said we're not going to give him the satisfaction of seeing us lose again.
I think in the league, I can't remember the last time. I think the last time we lost in the league was Sheffield United back in January. So, don't sleep on Ollie, man. Kesai says, I want to get in the summer because I genuinely thought we'd get Jadon Sancho. Yeah,
we'll get him this summer, I reckon. Tom said 60-40. 60-40 Sancho's coming in. Tom's usually reliable.
I actually saw they lowered the price. Apparently.
Did you see the
Dortmund
video
wants 78 million.
Oh no, I haven't checked it out yet.
No, this was the other day. So there was a video, and it was.
Oh, the pig, yeah. Oh, I've seen that.
Commentating, it sounded like Tom.
Oh, we love you, Tom. Please come back.
I actually sent a message to Tom, mate. I sent it to Tom, and I said, "Since when did you do pig racing?"
Oh, he loves it.
By the way, can I just say it's Mason Greenwood's 100th appearance in a Manchester United shirt tonight. Who would have thought a kid from Bromley?
Yeah.
100 appearances, fair play, Greenwood.
Actually, from Bradford, a kid from Bradford has only got 19 goals in 100 appearances or whatever it is.
Why are you hating on Greenwood for?
Should have got Mbappe.
Graham says, no chance we're winning 4-0. Yes, Graham, I love it. Kesai saying Owen's trolling. What's new with that? And Graham says, remember it's an away game. Combined with our good record on the road and away goal rule, we have it in the bag. There you go. Graham said it, everyone. No need to worry. We got it in the bag.
I think Graham, what's his name? Roy Keane. Roy Keane used to say, you never wanted to put medals in your hand.
Yeah, I didn't know he was Northern Irish as well. So, Darryl, I'll ask you, what is your prediction?
First of all, they're on BT Sports 3 and bloody Arsenal on BT Sports 2.
Ridiculous.
Anyways,
Hi, Jake Humphrey, if you're watching.
It was shocking, that is.
Please give me a job.
Right.
Daryl,
I think it'll be a tighter game than before. I think it'll just be it'll be a boring, dull game. United will just look to try and get the game over and done with. So I think it'll be 1-0.
1-0. I'd take that. I'd take any sort. I mean, I'd just take not going out, to be honest. Even if we lost, I'd take that, to be honest. But 1-0 for Daryl. 3-1 for Owen. I'm gonna go with 2-1. I said it in Rich's stream. Make sure to check out Rich Sports as well. But I said it in Rich's stream. I reckon it's gonna be 2-1. It's gonna be, as Daryl said, I think it's gonna be kind of boring. It won't have the same sort of free flowing impact that we had. But I think we'll come out on top. 2-1 winners. And yeah. Hopefully we don't see any sort of heroics from Roma. Hopefully, it's just an easy, comfortable game. We can see.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hopefully Villarreal go 2-0 up and Arsenal have to score 4 goals.
Matthew saying feckin' snooze festing coming. I hope not, Matthew, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No way to talk about Kieran streams.
You won't fall asleep on my streams, trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't fall asleep listening to my jokes.
As I said, make sure to check out
You're just waiting for Scotty B to ask you what the famous dinner is.
Make sure to check out Dad's Football Stand 7:15. If De Gea didn't start in the final, I'll be mad. If he leaves in the summer, he should be leaving with a flying save in the final. Exactly, and a winner's medal.
Yeah, not just a save. A save is pointless if he doesn't win the match.
Graham says Cavani's going to bully the shit out of Smalling, man. I hope so, mate. But I tell you what, we should send Smalling a little medal in the post if we win this Europa League.
Thanks for the
Smalling did a great job. Exactly, he did a great job. Naveen's going 9-1 on aggregate finish. Or is that in the game? 9-1 or who knows? But whatever it is.
To be honest, Cavani should have got a hat-trick last game against Roma.
He should have done.
But yeah, Donny van der Beek tonight. Obviously, Kieran, I'm not the host, so I'm not sure why I'm doing your job for you. But what do you reckon to Van der Beek starting?
I'm surprised. I'm absolutely gobsmacked.
I think, personally, Van der Beek for me, I think he's someone who works well in tight spaces. So this game, in a way, isn't really for him. To be honest, I would have played him against Villa when they're playing a low block.
But here's the thing: we can't just keep saying we need to play Van der Beek. Then as soon as we play him, we start complaining. We can't do that. That doesn't make sense.
Well, I wasn't calling for Van der Beek. I think he's,
we're all calling for Van der Beek.
I think McTominay's better.
All right.
I'd like to see United win 9-1 on aggregate with already 6-2.
Yeah.
It must be in the game. As I said, yeah.
I tell you what, that penalty should get chalked off.
Yeah, exactly. Mate, if we go out, imagine we go out because of that freaking penalty in the first leg. I swear.
Well, no. To be fair, if we go out tonight, it won't be because of the penalty. Because we've been rubbish. We'll have to play god awful.
We'll go out because of the Edin Dzeko goal. It was pathetic.
Oh, of course, yeah. Graham, I will remember your words, mate. I will remember your words for the post-match. And also, Graham says absolutely buzzing for Van der Beek. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Probably for a little bit. Maybe not straight after the game, but probably for just like a little bit. Because as I said, I'm a bit busy right now. I've got some stuff going on, so I'm probably getting in the stream very, very shortly.
Nice.
It'll be too busy celebrating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
get the beers in, man.
Naveen says Bruno hat-trick, Donny hat-trick and Greenwood hat-trick incoming. I love that, Naveen.
That's only 6-0.
And with our partnership with Betway, you can get 80 to 1. I'm joking. I don't have a partnership. If they do want to get involved, I'm happy to get involved.
You're funding their Christmas party there with all your lost bets. You're funding their Christmas party.
Matthew, I'll address this once more. Okay, I will address this once more. I've addressed it multiple times. I wasn't at the protest. Look, just because I wasn't at the protest doesn't mean I don't support the cause. Okay, I'm not a Glazer puppet. I've never supported the Glazers. I've never had any sort of direct contact with them.
The protest was stupid.
Oh, really? Go on. That's what you thought. What were your thoughts on the protest? Then?
It was pathetic. If you're protesting outside the stadium, okay, but the fact that they're breaking in and then damaging equipment, absolutely brainless.
I mean, they're going to do
One
it.
person's already been done for it. The whole lot of them should be.
Well, they're going to do it
Absolutely
next.
livid when I saw
The on the 13th with the Liverpool game again. They're planning to do it again and get the game called off again.
Yeah, but I think they'll have a massive police
Well, they
presence.
better
They'll have a
not.
massive.
Well, then there might be a bit of a brawl then.
They better not.
Yeah,
Let's get the
and I
police
hope not.
to
I hope
close all
that.
the roads off completely.
I want to know
Naveen's-
why Rio Ferdinand wasn't there, because he usually talks about the owners, and he said to Newcastle fans, he said, if you don't like Mike Cassie, come together and buy the club.
So why don't
wasn't
we
Rio-
just do that?
Yeah, why isn't Rio Ferdinand there?
Oh god. But anyway, thanks for that question,
you out with
Matthew.
Rio Ferdinand.
Really appreciate that question, Matthew.
Ask
Naveen
Matthew
says
what he thinks of Phil Foden.
He's in the chat, so Matthew says Prem put it on a Thursday night because they want to make it awkward for a protest. Oh, hey, interesting.
Yeah, but I
team
thought
thought
no, they put it on a Thursday night because that's the only place they could put it.
Naveen says, "Who cares? We stopped the biggest game in English football. Power of United fans." There you go. It did show fan power. It really did. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've kept you for long enough.
I obviously got Malcolm on the phone.
I haven't got anyone. I don't have that. Please.
So are you ending early?
No, I'm not ending early. I'm ending early because it's time to go. It's time to go, and it's time to head over to Dazzle's football stand as well. He's going live at 7:15. Make sure you're over there. Make sure you check out all the other channels that we've mentioned. But anyway,
Tune into Dow's football stand at 7:15.
Matthew's making the point. He's saying we don't have a game next weekend. Why not put it there? Interesting point.
Yeah, we do.
Because
we
Liverpool
don't.
play on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's true. So that's been debunked. And on that note, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Dazzler, for joining me.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Owen, for joining me as well.
Your pleasure.
Your pleasure is my pleasure indeed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys We'll see you after the game. Actually, I mean, I'm not sure how much live I'm going. Oh, Jesus, can't speak. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be live after the game, but it'll be hopefully be in a celebratory mood. But until
In
then,
a few hours' time, we'll be back at the top table in English football.
thanks for watching. And on that note, we'll see you in a bit. Cheers.